Coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice.
We got to rewind that.
Coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500.
All right, y'all. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the like button. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you are at. Light this chat up. We have a lot to talk about. What's up, Francis? What's going on, Rudy? Everybody drop your city in the chat. Let me know where you at. Let's go. Light this chat up.
You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant
$8,500
in the state of Delaware. Oh, yeah.
He literally said, you don't pay for the lunch. You paid for the lunch because you gave him $500. I'm sorry, we gotta play this one more time. This is nuts.
Coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got to stop hating. Brothers, we got to stop hating. Don't hate, my ninja. Because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor?
And just for the record, he's homeless. He lives with his mama. Just for the record, he lives with his mama. I just want to put that out there.
Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King.
You're not homeless. You don't look like you don't have a scruffy beard. You're not standing out on the side, on a corner in the hot ass sun with a fuzzy ass phone.
Ninja, you ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you.
You're not shaped like a like a auntie. You're not shaped like a BBW.
Got to say, only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest.
You would look like a black woman if you take your shirt off, sir. You're shaped like a black woman.
Yes. Don't make me beat my chest, King Kong. I'm coming out for the lady.
Don't make me get a job. Don't make me go get a job. Oh, oh my God. Don't make me go fill out an application and go get a job.
Lunch date with the doctor. I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same. You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard.
Okay. This is way bigger than this video. But I want to start with this video because some of y'all seen this already, right? This is not about this video. I'm not going to make this whole video about Dr. Umar stands outside like a bum getting big back black women to give him $500 to go out on a lunch date with him. That is not even a conversation. The conversation is about this. Now, the volume is a little higher on this one, so I'm just letting y'all know up front. The volume is a little higher on this video. I made a mistake and made the video like the volume higher. So check your volume because I'm about to play a video and I don't want to hurt nobody's ears. You might be wearing headphones. So once again, the volume is slightly higher in this next video that I'm about to play. So I warned y'all, don't get mad at me, the video being loud.
A lady named Dr. Frances Cress Welsing. She has a theory about the black man in America. She says that because of the system of racism, the black man in this country has been made to think of himself as a baby, a not yet fully formed being who has not realized his full potential. To support her claim, she offers the following. What does a black man call his woman? Mama.
How many gentlemen have called a lady that they're familiar with mama? Hey mama, can I ride with you? Let's get a witness. How many gentlemen have called the place where they sleep a crib?
Still do. Do y'all still call y'all home a crib? Say yes or no in the chat. Fellas, do y'all still be like, yo, I'm about to go back to the crib? I say I'm about to go back to the house because I've always lived in a house since I've been 19 years old. But yes or no, fellas, do y'all say I'm about to go to the crib, or what do y'all call your home? What do y'all call your home? Do y'all call it a crib? What do y'all call it? Shout out to Iceman Vamp. Don't worry. Umar paying for lunch isn't coming out of the $500 you paid. That's crazy. It's nuts. But yes or no, y'all, do y'all call it a crib, or y'all call it a house, or what? I say I'm going back to the house because that's all I've known since an adult. Like, I barely have ever lived in an apartment. I lived in an apartment for like a year one time, but I've always lived in a house. So I say I'm going back to the house. But do y'all say crib or house? So that's the first thing. So Dr. Frances Cress Welsing, she studied a lot of different things, but she's famous for bringing this arrested development epidemic to the forefront. And what she has literally discussed, and part of her findings is the reason why the movie Baby Boy came into fruition. What Dr. Frances Cress Welsing is literally saying is, with black people, and this is black men and black women, but to a certain degree, it's okay with women calling their men daddy or acting like little girls, because I think it's healthy for a woman to like embrace her inner child, right? Because I think a lot of times is a backwards effect. You're raised by your mother to ignore your inner child, to act like an adult, right? So for women, it's okay to be a child. You know, I make a joke all the time and say women are children. I want women to be children. I want women to like embrace that side of her instead of trying to act like this independent woman. I don't need no man, little person. No, you operate like a child. This society itself treats women and protects women like little children. So it's okay, but it's not okay for men to operate like children. It is not okay for men to look at their women as their mother. Like we call our women like ma or mommy or mom, mom or whatever, right? And it's extremely dysfunctional when we look at it like that, because as men, we are expected to be leaders. And we can't be leaders if we're looking at our women like they're our mother figures. So it's more women who embrace being a man's mother versus men embracing being a woman's father. Because I always say in most relationships, either the man is going to father the woman or the woman is going to mother the man. And that is a biggest issue. A lot of men are looking for women to be their mothers.
Man who calls himself baby calls the woman he sleeps with mama.
What's up, Layla? How you been doing?
Calls the place where he sleeps a crib. Will call himself what?
A motherfucker.
So what is the difference from a man versus a boy?
When it comes to dating, sometimes that man is able to be a boy with you because you exhibit mommy energy. You want to raise that man just like you raise those children you got. And that's the reason why you give him chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, because you believe in him. You're so used to raising boys into men because the ones you birth. Now you think you can make that quality, you can bring those qualities into a relationship. Do you want to be his parent or his partner? Sometimes we have to fix the deficiencies within ourselves, whether it's a little girl or whether it's a woman inside is thinking that every man she meet, you got to mother him. So when you fix those deficiencies, you won't be asking this question, because those type of men wouldn't even be around you.
The psychologists reckon things start in the first 6 years of life. I mean, how do you bring a boy up to respect women or even like women?
Yes, and there you start to get to the foundations, Chrissy, and get to the heart of the question. So there is a way, and the standard response from a psychotherapist would be that the way a boy and a young infant learns to love women will be twofold. First of all, and the primary one, will be the relationship of the father or other men towards his mother.
How he treats the woman.
If a boy grows up seeing men respect the mother, treating her with civility, not putting her down with verbal or physical abuse and mentally humiliating her, then a boy will model himself on that. But then where are the fathers who do that? Okay, so most of the time the fathers can contain their behavior. Okay, we can all do it. I can do that. I can act like a civilized adult male. But that doesn't really deal with the deeper, darker instincts that I could have if I'm not watchful of it.
So this is bigger than Umar Johnson, and I'm not going to leave the Umar Johnson conversation, but this is bigger than Umar Johnson. Umar Johnson is literally just an example of how Black men in our community are having this arrested development problem where they don't want to grow up. Dr. Umar is out on a corner yelling at his little old fuzzy phone simply because he doesn't want to grow up. He's still a 17-year-old boy inside of his mind. And this is a bigger issue versus just, oh, Umar is a fraud. Umar is this, Umar that. He is. Umar is a scammer. But I think it's important for us to look deeper into other men, right? So Umar Johnson is 51 years old, and this man still lives with his mama. Umar Johnson is 51 years old, and he still lives with his mama. Not only that, Umar Johnson, has gotten 3 women pregnant, 3 different women pregnant, and has not taken care of either one of his daughters. But even though he's this deadbeat father who does not have a relationship with his little girls, he wants to build a school for young boys, even though he has young girls. See, when you're a girl dad, which Dr. Umar is not because he's a deadbeat loser, you have this affinity for women. See, I have 2 daughters. I'm a girl dad. I love the hell out of my kids. And my whole life is revolved around my girls. But when you're a girl dad, you have this unmistakable love and affinity for women because your little girl is going to grow up to be a woman. So, you know, and I've said this before, some of y'all may not notice, but my oldest daughter is the one that actually pushed me to become Mr. Let Go. Like, my daughter literally went to a life coach and she invited me to go with her. And we both went to the life coach and was sitting down. And I was like, ooh, I like this. And she is the one, my child is the one that inspired me to become a life coach. My daughter did that. My daughter literally beat on the table. She was like, Daddy, I want you to hold these women accountable and they need to hear the truth. And she beat on the table like boom. And it was so cute when she did it. And I was like, yo, my baby beating on the table like, I need you to do. She literally, I look for the video. Let me see if I can find the video. But my daughter, oldest daughter, inspired me to do what I do. So as a girl dad, seeing this man who isn't a girl dad because he isn't a dad at all, it saddens me. And in that video, with him just be on the side of the road like a bum, he's not even pushing the $500 thing. I want y'all to think about that. He's spending more energy talking shit to men, talking about, I'm gonna take your baby mama out to eat, versus promoting the reason why he got on there in the first place, which is trying to get $500 from the big back black women. Because those are the only women who support Dr. Umar, the fat women. So it's like, you don't even have enough business acumen to stay on the goddamn subject to get some money. So I'm playing again, but I want y'all to think about how much he prioritized talking shit to black men versus prioritizing getting some money. I'm gonna play it again. Pay attention to the prioritization part.
It's called lunch with the doctor. It's called lunch with the doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to.
Exactly, Seth. That's the reason why I'm not crazy going off on him about charging the women $500 to go out with him. Chris Brown charges $1,000 to take a picture with him. There's nothing really wrong with that aspect of it. That's the reason why I did not label the video, Dr. Umar is charging $500. We all charge money to do stuff. That's not the biggest issue. The fact is, one, you're standing outside on a corner like a bum doing it. And two, you're not even prioritizing that. And that's the reason why you got online to say you're talking shit to black men that aren't going to give you any money. So you don't even have the common sense to stay on subject. I'm not mad at him for trying to charge women $500 because if women are stupid enough to do it, go for it. I'll fucking do it. I don't care. That's not the problem. The problem is you sitting online arguing with men instead of getting the women to pay you the $500 that would get you out of the problem that you're now in. Some guy paid Chris Brown $2,500. That's what I'm saying. So it's nothing wrong with charging somebody, whether man, woman, cat, dog, $500, $2,500, as long as you're giving them what they're asking for. But you're so stupid where you're getting thrown off in your own video where you're talking to yourself and you're spending so much energy talking shit to men that are hating on you instead of sticking to the subject or of trying to get some fucking money. This is the reason why you're homeless now. Get the $500 from the big back women. I'm not mad at that, but you can't even do that because you're so stupid. So let's listen to how long it takes him to get away from the actual subject and start talking shit to men.
Coming out for the ladies is called Lunch with the Doctor. It's called Lunch with the Doctor. You make a $500 donation to FDMG Academy, ladies. $500 donation to FDMG Academy, and you get a free lunch with Dr. Umar, restaurant of your choice in the state of Wilmington, Delaware. I said we got a new program called Lunch with Dr. Umar. Private lunch. Ladies, you got to donate $500 to the FDMG Academy, and I will take you to lunch, private lunch, any restaurant you want in the state of Delaware. It's called Lunch with the Doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch. I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes. Brothers, don't hate. We got.
Where does brothers don't hate come from? Now he's gonna go on this whole diatribe on talking shit to the bro. Get your money, sir. This is why you're broke now. This is the reason why you're a bum and you can't even afford to go to a goddamn barber shop to get your goddamn beard trimmed up. Because you're stupid. Stay on course and get the $500 from the big back women. But now he about to go down the rabbit hole talking shit to men. For what?
Stop hating. Brothers, we gotta stop hating. Don't hate my ninja. Because if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your wife if she want that luncheon, if I ask your baby mom, do she want that luncheon with the doctor, we know what she gonna say, ninja. Don't test my intellectual gangster. If I roll up on your girlfriend, your live-in prisoner, you call a girlfriend. If I roll up on your live-in prisoner, your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend, who ain't there because she want to be, she there because she got to be. If I roll up on your romantic prisoner, my brother, if I roll up on your romantic prisoner, you call a girlfriend who living with you because she got to, not because she want to. Do she want that lunch date with the doctor? Do your wifey want that lunch date with the doctor? I think we all know the answer to that. Me and you are not the same. I keep telling you that. Me and you, we not the same.
Do y'all see my point? Say yes or no in the chat. Do y'all understand my point? He's still going on and on talking to the men that are haters that aren't giving him any money. He's gonna start talking to men, talking about, I'm 6'3", I got a beard. Why are you talking to men that ain't going to give you no goddamn money? Yes or no in the chat. Do y'all understand my point? I have no problem with Dr. Umar getting online, charging $500 for women to go out with him. That's not the problem. What's wrong with that? Chicks be on OnlyFans getting $500 from niggas, and she ain't going out with them at all. At least he's gonna hang out with them and feed them. The chicks on OnlyFans ain't doing shit. So I don't have no problem with him doing that, because you cannot get an OnlyFans model to go out with you for $500. So he's actually doing something better than what OnlyFans models are. I don't have a problem with that, but he's so stupid and dysfunctional where he'd rather argue with men on his little fuzzy phone instead of getting to the money. Shit is crazy.
You not 6'3", dark chestnut cocoa brown with the North Philly beard. You ain't Leo King, ninja. You ain't Pan-Africanist #1. Nobody flying you to every continent to hear what you got to say. Only me. Don't make me take my t-shirt off and turn into King Kong right now. Don't make me beat my chest. Don't make me beat my chest. King Kong.
And this is the reason why I have y'all here. Our black men in our community, because we got to claim these little weirdos, are little boys in grown men's bodies. They're little boys in grown men's bodies. And a lot of you ladies are dating men and you're like, yo, why are you acting like this? Why are you acting like that? Ladies, yes or no in the chat? Ladies in the chat, are y'all running into these men that act like little boys? They want y'all to submit to them, but they're goddamn children. And they want you to be their mom. It's an actual problem out here. And it's not about no money. It's about leadership. It's a problem. Here's a woman saying it right here.
And if we focus on ourselves in our 20s, nobody's going to want us because we're going to be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying applied when y'all were providers, okay? We were taught at a young age to secure a family and a husband.
See what I'm saying? Women don't even want to be with these dudes no more because it's this childhood mindset that a lot of men have. It's not just Dr. Umar.
It's the men in my comments saying if we focus on ourselves in our 20s, nobody's going to want us because we're going to be too old. The gag is we don't want y'all no more. That's the point of the video. That old school saying applied when y'all were providers, okay? We were taught at a young age to secure a family and a husband for stability only. Please don't think women's primary goal is to have a man and have a family. That is back in the day when you guys were head of household. However, now we are head of household. As women, we are the financial stability. That's why we're not too pressed on being with men right now and having kids. How would that benefit us? If anything, we're going to take on more responsibility in the household, and we also...
Because she's going to serve as the guy's mother. When she says, why? Because we're going to only take on more responsibility, because instead of the man being responsible for the woman is going to be responsible for the man.
We're going to have to take time off to bear children.
This is what the men heard. I'm a boss babe. I don't need no man because I'm an independent black woman, blah, 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 blah. But what she actually said is that modern men are no longer leaders and providers. So why in the world would a woman waste her time with that mindset of, I want to be with a leader and a provider, when a typical modern man that she's out in the world meeting wants a roommate? A lot of you men say you want to build with a woman instead of leading a woman. And the bottom line is you got to pick which one you want to do. Do you want to lead a woman, which is pay the majority of the bills and let her deal with everything else? Or do you want to partner? And women are not looking to be partners anymore. And let me just add clarity to paying the majority of the bills. It's not that a woman is using you. It's that you went out and got a house or a 2-3 bedroom apartment already before you met the woman, and you're already paying all of the bills because you live by yourself. And now, because you have enough space to house a woman to start a family with, she now comes to live with you, and she lives under your roof. And because she's living under your roof, you give her certain bills to pay because you already are paying the majority of the bills. So that is a key. You have to have a house before you get a spouse. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy a $400,000 house. It could be a rental house. That's how I actually started when I was young. And as a man, that is what a provider looks like. A man that is already providing for himself. A lot of men live with their mamas or live in these little one. Like Dr. Umar. A lot of men live with their mamas. Dr. Umar Johnson lives with his mother. He literally said it in the other video when he said something was going on with his checking account. He literally said it. It's right here. He said it right here.
asked the people for $1. Have never asked the people for $1 in my life. Have never asked the people for $1 in my life. So hit that Cash App. Let me see who on the Cash App. Where them donations?
Hold on. Do I have it on here? No, I don't have it on here. He literally said, can you give me some money to not only feed me, but to feed my mother, because he lives with his mother. Dr. Umar Johnson lived with his mom. So let's break this down a little farther. And everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. Hit the like button. Everybody take a second and hit the like button. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. Come on, y'all. Take a second. Hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button real quick. Put a 1 in the chat if you have already hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat if you've already hit the like button. Put a 1 in the chat if you have already hit the like button. But let's go down the road. Like I just said, I have daughters. So I have an affinity for women simply because my daughters, are growing up to be women. And this is the reason why I focus more on protecting women from themselves versus helping men. I want to help men too, but my priority is to protect women from themselves. Couple things about Dr. Umar with this arrested development issue. Let's look at the aspects of just how he's operating as a 50-year-old man. His camera is foggy and grainy. You may think that I'm nitpicking when I talk about that, his camera is so foggy right here.
The FDMG Academy, and you get it.
So I just want y'all to look at how foggy his camera is. He's a grown-ass man who's been doing this for 10 years now, right? So I want you to look at my camera, and I want you to look at his camera, okay? Look at my camera and look at his camera right now. Just look at it. Look at how foggy it is, and look how clear mine is, right? That's the first thing I want you to pay attention to. The next thing I want you to pay attention to is the fact that I have product placement. I have products placed in my camera. And I've already had 3 people to buy my card games. And thank y'all so much for buying the card games. And if you have not, make sure to click the link that is in the chat, click the link that is under this video, click the link that is in the comment section, and buy my card games, right? This is what business looks like, right? So while Dr. Umar is sitting here like this dusty homeless person with no products, and he can't even stay on a subject of getting $500 from stupid women that will actually pay him $500, he also looks scruffy. So he has a foggy camera. He has no product placement. He can't stay on the subject of the product that he's trying to sell, which is himself. And he looks scruffy. You understand? He's on the side of the road somewhere. If you're just driving by, you'll see this grown ass man acting like this, right? There's no business acumen about this bum. And he don't take care of his kids. So he's not even a good product for somebody to want to be placing him somewhere. Because him as a person, he's a scammer, and he doesn't take care of his kids, right? But let's focus on his camera. His camera is foggy and grainy. You may think that's something like, who cares? Well, any forward-facing business, the owner of that business, there are 2 most important factors of that forward-facing business is video and the audio portion of the business. This is a $250 microphone. My camera is $7,000. So a business owner has to invest in their business. I spend $20,000 to $40,000 on card games, not only on the production of my card games, But in Facebook ads, you got to spend money on ads. Not only the production of them, but the ads. Not only the ads, the trademarks. My card games are trademarked. I have a trademark attorney. So when you look at Dr. Umar as a 50-year-old man, he's literally just outside with a camera looking like an idiot instead of putting together a business, having product placement, having commercials. But he doesn't do that. He just sits around on his phone like an idiot. Like, this is an example of a product placement right here.
Deeper Discussions card game and let
Look at this.
Oh, you tripping. Buy this Deeper Discussions card game and let the questions help you pick the right guy. The answer is actually in the questions.
That's a commercial. I spend money on commercials. But the thing about it is, here's another one.
Always wanted from your mother? Time, acknowledgement, and apology? What if I told you that?
Look at this.
What is something that you always wanted from your mother? Time, acknowledgement, and apology? What if I told you that all of your answers are in this card game?
What was the biggest thing missing in your life growing up?
I would say I feel like you prioritized work over me a lot. My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
I even have a song. I wrote this song.
We are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
This is a business. This is product placement. This is commercials. This is cameras. This is microphones. This is not showing up scruffy. See, the thing about it is, Dr. Umar, is still a little boy. This is the reason why he's homeless. And a lot of other men who don't even have a business want to start a business, but they see people like Dr. Umar and they just go out with their little phones like, yo, all these people on TikTok, people on TikTok trying to make money on TikTok, which is cool, but they just sit around with their little phones and talking shit to their phones thinking that's a business. It's not a business. You're a little boy. And there's a whole lot of little boys and little girls out here that don't know their ass from a hole in the ground. And in another 5 years, you're going to be living in your fucking car. Dr. Umar lives with his mama. So Dr. Umar never came up with a single product to sell. Look at my shirt. Product placement. This is my brand. I don't even talk about my shirts because I'm bigger than selling t-shirts. But I still wear my shirts because this is what I represent. This is product placement. This is product placement. Product placement is all over the fucking place. So when you look at a grown-ass man who went to school to be a fucking doctor, and he's out on the street corner yelling at his goddamn phone at men, not even the women, men, talking about them being haters. He can't even keep his mind on what he's trying to do. And you wonder why his school is about to be shut down and taken away from him in probably another 3-4 days. Because he's a little boy. He never even came out with a t-shirt. Dr. Umar never came out with a course. If you go to my website, you'll see I have a course. Click the link. You'll see my course. I came out with that course like 3 years ago, and it's still good to this day. He just seems like a 51-year-old little boy that is standing outside in the heat, dancing around in front of his grainy-ass phone. I personally feel sorry for Dr. Umar. Well, not really, because he don't take care of his kids. I feel sorry for this nigga's kids, but still. He has nowhere to live. He lives with his mother. He has no office, no camera, no microphone, no computer, no house. This is inside of one of the bedrooms of my house. So when you look at a leader, and I'm not saying follow me instead of follow Dr. Umar. I'm not saying that. But I'm saying look at the person's teeth. Like, you got to look at a person in all-encompassing person and just say, hey, is this human, whether it's a man or a woman, are they taking care of themselves? Do they take care of themselves? Before I contribute to what they got going on, what are they doing for themselves? Dr. Umar is shaped like a woman because he doesn't go to the gym. He doesn't have any muscle tone about him because he doesn't go to the gym. I remember speaking of the gym, I remember Derrick Jackson. Derrick Jackson was a little boy also. This man just got into a studio in 2024, but he used to sit in his car talking shit all the time. And the same things he did. He was running around lying to women, lying to men, and he was doing all this crazy shit, cheating on his wife. And the cheating on the wife ain't the problem. It's the saying to do A, B, and C, and then be cheating on your wife. So even Derrick Jackson had a arrested development side of him. And it's just strange how, like, there's no elevation or evolution with Dr. Umar. Because at the end of the day, he reminds me of Jody from Baby Boy. It's like Dr. Umar is literally Jody from Baby Boy when he turns 50. But at least Jody sold dresses. Dr. Umar can't even sell dresses. Y'all remember when Jody was selling dresses on the corner? At least he had some type of business about him. He was selling dresses. But Dr. Umar can't even sell dresses. Can't even sell t-shirts. And he's 50. And I just feel sorry for a lot of these men. I feel sorry for a lot of these women dating these men. This man is still outside talking crazy, flirting with women that walk by. And Jody in Baby Boy also lived with his mom. He had a kid that Jody didn't take care of. In Baby Boy, y'all answer this. In Baby Boy, was there a scene in Baby Boy where he was taking care of his kid? Answer in the comments. Yes or no? Was there a scene in Baby Boy where he was physically taking care of his son? And he had another son by the other chick, Peanut. Yes or no? Was there a scene in Baby Boy where he was taking care of one or both of his little sons. The only time you've seen his son was when Yvette had the boy, was when Peanut had the boy. Let me know if I'm wrong, because I might be wrong. I ain't seen the movie in a minute. Was there a scene in Baby Boy where he had his son? Yvette had his son. Peanut had his other son. But am I wrong? Jody didn't take care of his kids either. The women had the kids. Jody didn't have the kid. The women had to bring the kid to Jody. Jody lived with his mama. Yvette brought the kid to the mother, not to Jody. Remember, the mom is out in a garden, and she's out there gardening, and Yvette and Peanut brings his son to his mother, not to Jody, but Jody's mother. He didn't take care of his kids, just like Umar doesn't take care of his kid. So Umar is literally Jody 30 years later. Still on the corner, still acting like an idiot. The only thing I remember about Jody from Baby Boy, Coco said Jody had a daughter first. I ain't even know that. Why? Because I never seen him with his daughter in the movie. He didn't take care of his goddamn kids. The son was by Yvette, and apparently I guess the daughter is by Peanut. But I never seen the daughter because he never took care of his goddamn kid. And that shit is sad. But a lot of black men are experiencing this arrested development behavior. A lot of these dudes are either a victim of women, a victim of feminism, a victim of white supremacy, or a victim of single motherhood. How many of you see these little cornballs on YouTube whining about feminism all day? Arguing with women all day? They're little boys still in their brains. These men are little boys. And yes, I'm talking about the little fresh and fit dudes. Fresh and fit are the same grown men and little boys, little boys in grown men bodies sitting around arguing with little 18-year-olds all fucking day. It's the same shit. And that's the reason why I'm against the red pill stuff. Because it's literally a bunch of little boys finding ways to be victims of women. It's male victimization. It's a Peter Pan syndrome that is happening to black men. To sit around watching fresh and fit, two grown-ass men operate like little 15-year-old boys sitting around arguing with 18-year-old little girls. The women be literally 18-year-olds. The women be on fresh and fit. Those chicks be like 18, 19. Grown-ass 35, 40-year-old men sitting around arguing with 18-year-olds about marriage. This just graduated from high school yesterday. There's a Peter Pan issue. Jim Jones, the rapper. This nigga, 50-some years old, still out on the corner with like 8 chains on. Like, you can't even count how many chains the nigga got on. Still on the corner. So it's not just Umar. It's not just little fresh and fit cornballs. It's a lot of black men. Umar, 10 years later, is still going to be outside yelling at the goddamn camera. 10 years later, 2035, he's going to be 60 years old, still going to be out in the corner. Talking about who wants to date the doctor 10 years from now. Only difference is Jim Jones raised his son. Shout out to Jim Jones raising his son. But I personally think we have an epidemic of grown men in different facets of our community acting like little boys, either prioritizing arguing with women or prioritizing flirting and fucking women instead of working with women, trying to understand women, helping women, protecting women. Now, I want to fuck them too, but I don't prioritize fucking y'all. I'm a man. I want to fuck just like everybody else want to fuck. But I don't get online prioritizing fucking y'all. I get online prioritizing protecting y'all from yourselves. Yeah, I say y'all don't do stupid shit. I say women are children. But it's meant to help you understand what is happening to you, to help you understand why you're doing what you're doing, or maybe doing what you're doing. I showed this the other day right here. A young woman that I used to coach. Oh shit, hold on a second. Young woman I used to coach. She says, "Happy Tuesday." You know, it's Thursday. This was Tuesday. "Happy Tuesday. I was part of your coaching group a while back. Just wanted to reach out and say thanks for all of your hard lessons you imparted. I'm engaged, getting married in February to an incredible, hardworking, loving man. Your weekly groups were a huge part of my growth." This is what I prioritize, even with my card games. My card games are meant to help women. I made a whole card game for women only, because I understand that one of women's biggest issues isn't us. It's not men. It's your mama. Your mama is the biggest thorn in your side, not black men. Because your mama let a black man blank you, M-word you when you were little. And because a black man M-worded you, you have a certain amount of resentment towards black men now as an adult. But what I want you to understand is, who let that black man into your house? Or who brought you around that black man for him to M-word you? Your mama. One of three people M-worded you. Your mother's brother, your mother's boyfriend, or the babysitter your mother used to drop you off to. All three people came from your mother. Your mother brought that person around. Now, that person is an evil person, of course, because they the one did it. But when you went to your mother and said, "Ma, your boyfriend did this to me. Ma, Uncle Jimmy did this to me. Ma, the babysitter you keep dropping me off to did this to me." What did she do? She demonized you. She villainized you. She took his side. So your mother is the villain. Because if your mother would have protected you, because if you are a little girl and you go outside, there's plenty of weirdos out there. And it's our jobs to protect our little girls from the outside world. We don't give our little girls to the outside world for them to M-word them. But your mother betrayed you. And I'm not here to make you mad at your mother. I'm just here to let you know that men aren't your enemy. Your mother is your enemy until you fix it with her. We didn't do anything to you. Your mother did. But my point of saying all this is I created a card game. I created a product that will help you forgive her. I created a product to help women forgive their biggest enemy in life, their own mother. Versus cornballs, the fresher fit cornballs sitting around talking about submitting to a man and fucking all this dumb shit. Oh, what's up? October 3074. Take a sip of Fiji. It's downstairs. Yeah, I forgot to bring my water up. I was doing all this editing. So yes, I do need a sip of water. So instead of prioritizing becoming a better man, a lot of these boys are prioritizing building more problems instead of more solutions with women, starting more arguments. They want to build problems instead of build solutions. They want to take from the women instead of build with the woman or protect the women. But I think this is a lot of men on YouTube and why they don't understand me in particular, because I don't act like a little boy. I lead women instead of argue with women. I'll say that again. I lead women instead of arguing with women. I don't want to argue with no goddamn woman. I share what I have to share, and you share what you have to share, and we accept each other's perspectives. I don't want to debate with no damn woman. I don't want to do none of that shit. While these boys that are lower than me hate, talk shit, want to fight, I won't do none of that shit. I'm a grown ass man. Go find something to do, little boy. I'm a divorced family man that is still in my kids' lives. There's an entire life that I've already lived. I want y'all to think about this. There's an entire life that I already lived before I got on social media. I was married, raised my kids, taught my kids how to ride a bike, taught my kids how to drive a car. Went to my kids' PTA meetings, had a beautiful wife. All of that way before I got on social media. So a lot of my experiences came way before I got on social media. A lot of these dudes, they don't even have no kids. And if they got kids, they don't even take care of them. Shout out to Tara. Umar is a bum. I just ordered your cards for my daughters. I will let you know if it helps, Jody. Jody, you kind of do look like Tyrese a little bit. Yeah, people say I look like Tyrese. Yeah. But thank you so much, Tara. I appreciate you. And if anybody else wants to buy my card games, one or both of them. And yes, I am coming out with a mother-son card game and a manhood card game, because I think those two card games are needed also. Those are the two card games that I'm coming out with next. There's a mother-son card game and a manhood card game, because we have a problem in our community. And all these little cornballs on YouTube, all they want to do is argue with women and make the women out to be a problem. But nobody wants to talk about how the men are also a problem. And from a statistical standpoint, I used to shit on women for becoming single mothers. And the reason why I don't do that as much as I used to is because women have stopped being single mothers. The statistics show that women are having less fatherless children. I spent 3 goddamn years talking shit about women being single mothers, talking shit about women being poogie pickers, talking shit about women being loser choosers. But guess what? They stopped. Well, slowed down, I would say. So why am I going to keep beating a dead horse? See, I know how to evolve. Now I got to talk shit about these dudes. Because the thing about it is, as a community, if I help women evolve, who the fuck are they going to be with if the damn men haven't evolved? And I say that plenty of times. I've been coaching women for like 6 years. But the women that I coach DM me and say, hey, I'm elevated now, but who am I going to date? These niggas are idiots. These niggas are children. I want to be the little girl. I want him to be, I want him to be daddy. But these niggas want to be my little boy. A lot of these men want to be the sons of their women instead of women being the daughters of the men. Because I say it all the time. A woman's father hands off her daughter to her next father. But you can't find a father figure. You can't find an authority figure because these niggas act like little boys. And this is starting to become an alarming problem. Watch this shit.
50-50, girl, we are in last place. Look at it, income by ethnicity. We are in dead last place. Well, I'll never go 50-50 with my man. Shut up.
Listen to this. This is the typical black man right here. Listen to this shit, y'all. This is the state of black men.
And black women are complaining about 50-50. Girl, we are in last place. Look at it, income by ethnicity. We are in dead last place. Well, I'll never go 50-50 with my man. Shut up, bitch. Look. Open your eyes for once and look. Wait a minute, everybody pay attention. Read this with me. Median household income. That means it could be 2 people in a household making $51,374. And you're telling me you're going to use one income because you refuse to go 50-50 with your man? You will never make it. You will.
Instead of him focusing on and prioritizing how can he as a man rise up, he's saying, you as a woman will never make it by yourself because we all as black people are stupid and broke and inept and problematic. So you might as well just be with me. What? Y'all look at this scale. Look at this fucking scale right here, y'all. All y'all want to do is sit around and argue with women when all of us are at the fucking bottom.
And black
Well, I'm not at the bottom.
women are complaining about 50-50. Girl, we are in last place.
Look at this shit.
Income by ethnicity. We are in dead last place. Well, I'll never go 50-50 with my man. Shut up, bitch. Look. Open your eyes for once and look. Wait a minute. Everybody pay attention. Read this with me.
Brazilian Americans are higher than African Americans. British Americans, Japanese Americans, Chinese Americans, Filipino Americans. Hold on, let's read this whole thing. Mexican Americans. So we are at the bottom. You got Native Americans above us, the average American above us, Hispanics are above us, Mexican Americans are above us, Brazilians, Nigerians, white, Canadian, German, Italian, British, Japanese, Australian, European, Russian, Chinese, Asian, Filipinos, Indian Americans. And all you niggas want to do is argue with women about not making no goddamn money. Because niggas want to be little boys. You want to be little boys.
Median household income. That means it could be two people in a household making $51,374. And you're telling me you're going to use one income because you refuse to go 50-50 with your man? You will never make it. You will never make it. Listen, the black community, we need to change our thought process. Oh, I'm not going to go 50-50 with my man. He got to pay all the bills. Shut up! Shut up your mouth! We are in dead last place. You know that Babyface Ray song? A Million Cash Race? We are in last place. Not only do
and the nigga is laughing. He said, we are in last place and started laughing. This is what's wrong with these little dudes. This nigga started laughing when he said we are in last place.
Not only do we make...
This nigga is laughing about being in poverty. This shit is crazy, y'all.
Cash race, we are in last place. Not only do we make the least, but we spend the most. Let me show you. Wait a minute. Black consumer spending is growing at a rate of 5% per year, faster than the overall U.S. consumer spending growth of 3%. We are spending more than the average American. Okay, now, black spending power reached a record of $1.6 trillion in 2021. And you know what they're trying to say now? By 2024, black people spending in the U.S. is going to reach $1.8 trillion.
And mind you, this nigga did research not on how to become better, but why women need to be with a bum ass nigga. What? You did research and that's all you came up with?
Look! Wait a minute, everybody pay attention. Read this with me. Median household income. That means it could be two people in a household making $51,374.
That's even worse. So it's median household income. And most of us, our households do not include a husband and a wife. But this nigga spent all this time trying to shame women into wanting to be with them instead of coming up with a goddamn solution.
And black women are complaining about 50-50. Girl, we are in last place. Look at it, income by ethnicity. We are in dead last place. Well, I'll never go 50-50 with my man. Shut up, bitch. Look. Open your eyes for once and look. Wait a minute, everybody pay attention. Read this with me. Median household income. That means it.
This shit is sad, bro. This shit is sad. So when I see this dusty Negro say this bullshit here on the side of the road like a homeless person.
Lunch with the doctor, and it costs you $500. You don't pay for the lunch, I pay for the lunch. Any restaurant in the state of Delaware. Oh, yes, brothers, don't hate. We gotta stop hating. Brothers, we gotta stop hating.
He just looks like somebody's crackhead uncle. He just looks like a crackhead to me. But here's the actual problem right here, y'all. Here's the problem.
Of the African woman. Take the female and run a...
I need y'all to listen to this. Let's start with this first.
Make them bigger. And I take them differences and make them bigger. I use fear, distrust, and envy for control purposes. On top of my list is age and is color or shade. There is intelligence, size, sex, sizes of plantations, have fine hair, coarse hair, or is tall or short. Now that you have a list of differences, I shall give you an outline of action. The black slaves, after receiving this indoctrination, shall carry on and will become self-refueling and self-generating for hundreds of years, maybe thousands. Don't forget, you must pitch the old black male versus the young black male, and the young black male against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must...
That part right there. Fresh and Fit and all these other little red pill cornballs are literally operating off of the teachings of the Willie Lynch letter.
You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female.
Isn't that what the whole red pill bullshit is about? The male versus the female versus the male. These niggas are running around living out the teachings of the goddamn Willie Lynch letter. Fresh and Fit, all these little red pill cornballs. Because all they want to do is sit around and talk shit about goddamn women all day. You bring women onto your show to talk shit about them instead of to help them. These are the teachings of the Willie Lynch letter. I will never be part of that bullshit. I don't care how much money they make. I don't care how many views they get. I will never be part of that bullshit, because that is a part of white supremacy, getting black people to talk shit about each other for laughs, giggles, money, and views.
Against the old black male. You must use the dark-skinned slaves versus the light-skinned slaves, and the light-skinned slaves versus the dark-skinned slaves. You must use the female versus the male, and the male versus the female. You must also have your white servants and overseers distrust all blacks. But it is necessary that your slaves trust and depend on us. If used intensely for 1 year, the slaves themselves will remain perpetually distrustful. This is a perfect situation of sound sleep and economics. Before the breaking process, we had to be alertly on guard at all times. Now we can sleep soundly, for out of frozen fear, his woman stands guard for us. He cannot get past her early slave molding process. He is a good tool. Both females, being without influence of the male image, frozen with an independent psychology, will raise their offspring into reverse positions. The one with the female offspring will teach her to be like herself, independent and negotiable, and negotiate her at will. The one with male offspring, she being frozen subconscious fear for her life, will raise him to be mentally dependent and weak, but physically strong.
And that's what has happened. That is literally what has happened out here. Women are looking for men to parent. The woman literally said it right here. Hold up. This shit is sad,
Will
man.
call himself what? A motherfucker.
So what is the difference from a man versus a boy?
When it comes to dating, sometimes that man is able to be a boy with you because you exhibit mommy energy. You want to raise that man just like you raised those children you got. And that's the reason why you give him chance after chance after chance after chance after chance, because you believe in him. You're so used to raising boys into men because the ones you birth. Now you think you can make that quality, you can bring those qualities into a relationship. Do you want to be his parent or his partner? Sometimes we have to fix the deficiencies within ourselves, whether it's a little girl or whether it's a woman inside is thinking that every man she meet, you got to mother him. So when you
shout out to Ace, that's a fact. That is a fact. And a lot of these little red pill dudes are looking for women to mommy them. And it's sad. But I got somewhere to go, y'all. And thank y'all for being here. But before y'all go, I need y'all to get this card game. It will change your life.
From your mother. Time, acknowledgement, and apology. What if I...
This is a life-changing
What is
card game,
something that
y'all.
you always wanted from your mother? Time, acknowledgement, and apology. What if I told you that all of your answers are in this card game?
What was the biggest thing missing in your life growing up?
I would say I feel like you prioritized work over me a lot. My favorite question was, if you could parent me all over again, what would you change?
This card game actually helped my marriage, and the questions showed me that I still had unresolved issues with my mom, and I was taking them out on my husband.
This card game has a mother deck and a daughter deck, so we both have questions for each other.
These are some good questions. If you don't do anything else, buy this card game. You won't regret it. Click the link below.
Like no the light thought we are the same. You'll see when we play this game.
I am 5 days into the online course, and I have had so many epiphany moments throughout this week. Throughout my whole life, I have just kept it moving. And you have, through your course, really shown me that in order to move forward, you got to look back, and identifying those childhood traumas and how.
Oh, and I just want to say, that woman, I got her married too. The woman on the screen, I got her married too. So let me back this up. The link to this course is also in the link to the card game. So you can get the course, you get both card games, you can buy my book with the link that is in the chat. So this woman right here, she is now married, and she gave me credit for helping her get married.
So I am 5 days into the online course, and I have had so many epiphany moments throughout this week. Throughout my whole life, I have just kept it moving. And you have, through your course, really shown me that in order to move forward, you got to look back, and identifying those childhood traumas and how they have now created these adult behaviors in toxic relationships. And my responses has really been eye-opening. The course is laid out perfectly when it comes to helping and taking those steps and doing those activities to really dive deep and getting your male perspective. But it's great that you prepare us in our mindset. So I appreciate you. And I appreciate this program, and I'm so excited to jump into week 2. So thank you, Coach. See you next session.
And she said, I can't wait to jump into week 2 because it's 5 lessons in the one course. And the course is only $15. So it would behoove all of you ladies to get that course. It is only $14.99. It's in the video. It's in the link. So click that link and get the course along with the card game.
How about we meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card game? We'll have fun and see if we're compatible all at the same time.
Ooh, what's the name of the game?
It's called Deeper Discussions.
I'm down.
Okay. Meet you at 6.
Fellas, buy this card game. Ladies, buy this card game. Buy about 2 or 3 card games. The main reason why people can't stay together isn't because they don't like each other no more. It's actually because their present family issues come up or their past family issues come up. But when you play deeper discussions, you'll be able to understand a person's family issues up front.
This game can be played with either 2 people or an entire group. So have fun.
Question number 1. Name a time when money was the main factor why a relationship went bad.
Deeper Discussions Dating Edition. Again, these cards are good for vetting a potential boyfriend,
Candidate.
a potential girlfriend, a potential husband, a potential wife. The texture of these cards are so soft and silky, by the way. Like
They ain't gonna get
really
wore out.
durable.
A dating card game for introverts who have a hard time asking the much needed compatibility questions. Deeper Discussions, the card game.